Hey guys, it's Ray, and we are streaming blacksmithing. Today we are going to be doing our next project, which is going to be the silverware. We are going to be making a fork, a knife, and a spoon. Mild steel is normally what I make most of my projects with, but it is a lot less food safe than stainless steel would be. So stainless steel is what your typical Walmart brand or home goods store silverware is going to be made of. Mild steel, on the other hand, is not food safe on its own. So in order to take care of these and make them food safe, you would have to coat these in a food safe oil or wax, so like a beeswax or something like that. But that makes it hard to actually eat from. So the idea is, if we can make our silverware out of the stainless steel pieces, it's going to make it a lot easier and a lot more functional. But it's harder to work with stainless steel. It takes longer to heat stainless steel, and the heat dissipates from stainless steel much, much quicker. So it's a lot harder to work. We're actually going to do the upper central design. And so we've got a really skinny at the top, and we're going to widen out at the base. So I think that's the design that we're going to go with. So we are going to start on the horn of the anvil this time. And we're kind of trying to break in that back end, that material, because we're trying to get a nice back end that's a little bit thicker than our taper. So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to turn this around. And then we're going to isolate out the section that we need for the spoon, or the bowl of the spoon. And then we're really going to start tapering this back so that we get a lot more length on that handle. So what we're doing is we are isolating the material. We really want to taper in the tip of the spoon, so you've got that nice shovel area. And then we're going to want to widen that out a bit. We need to create a balance of thinning down the handle as well as creating that bowl section. I'm going to grab the spoon that we are using as our demo piece. So this is a tablespoon, and this is our piece that we have. It looks like we have a decent amount of material here. It's not quite as long as this bowl is, but I think that we will still have plenty of material to create a longer, skinnier bowl. I'm going to move over here. So we're making decent progress on this guy. I think I'm going to flip him because I've got a large section right here that I need to taper down. And then after I'm satisfied with the width of the handle, I think I'm going to start working on creating the bowl. Kind of straighten this out a little bit. We've got a nice taper going here. I've gotten rid of a lot of that bulk that we had going on, so I'm pretty happy with that. All right, we're gonna start kind of smashing down on this bowl. We need to pay attention to where we want the handle to start, but I think we've got a good start for that bowl. We'll crush that down, and then we'll change from the regular forging hammer, and we'll go to a cross peen. So I really like to start doing my leaves and my bowls for spoons with the just kind of flatten them out with a forging hammer. But immediately when we get to a point where we are able to kind of lay them flat along the anvil face, I like to change over to the cross peen hammer, because the cross peen hammer, the head is very good at directing your material in two directions as opposed to smashing it flat like a cow patty. All right. Oh, come on. Ah. Okay, and so while I'm using the cross peen hammer, I'm actually focusing on the center area of this spoon. And the reason that I am focusing on that center area is so that I can start pushing all of that central material outward towards the edges. Whoop! There goes my magnet. So we're starting to get a lot of spread there, and that's exactly what we want, but we're getting a little bit too much spread at the tip of the spoon. We want it to kind of come or taper back in. So I think I'm going to start focusing on that a little bit further. All right, we're going to need to, on our next heat, kind of pinch in this section here so that we can kind of differentiate where the bowl is going to start and then where that handle is going to start. So I think I might actually turn it around and start working on drawing out that handle a little bit again. So I'm really starting to like that handle. I think it's going to be a really nice length. And I think it's actually going to be relatively good to handle in your hand. And that is my goal. So I think after straightening this out, I'm actually going to flip it. And we're going to start working on the bowl again. So I have a nice swage, it's right here. You can create bowls without a swage block by using a piece of wood. You can kind of burn in a divot and use that to kind of dish out that spoon bowl. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna put this guy on the anvil, like so. And then I'm going to show you on the other side, which is the side that we're actually going to use. This guy is the one that we're going to actually be using. This right here is our spoon divot. So this is my ball peen hammer, and I use this when I'm, trying to round out and use the swage block because it'll kind of divot it in, and it works really well. So we're bringing this over here, and we're gonna go like this. So we're starting to get that nice bull out effect. So we've got a nice spoon going there. And there is a bit of section here that we're probably gonna have to cut off so that it's gonna function a little bit better. So we'll probably use the grinder to cut off a little bit of that excess material, but I think I wanna bull it out a little bit more first, because if I do cut that off, then you're not gonna get a lot of soup in there. All right, that's gonna be better, much better. Okay, so I'm actually really happy with the amount of movement that we've gotten. We've gotten a lot of nice curve on that tip, and I was really concerned about it at first. We're kind of gonna probably take it over to the vise, and then from there, what we're gonna do is twist this bowl this way. So it's gonna twist back that way, and then it'll be more even. Like that. So I've gotten the twist out of it. I think next we're gonna have to kind of, it's a little bit heavy on the one side than the other. All right. There we go. That's much better. It looks like we've got a pretty nice bowl on that spoon. I'm pretty happy with that. We should be able to get a decent amount of milk or soup in there, in that bowl. I'm pretty happy with it.